Alright, so Windows 11 leaked, as I'm sure basically everybody knows at this point. So, you know, I couldn't miss out on that Windows 11 hype, so that's what we're going to be installing today. Now, of course, we can't just install Windows 11 on the Cube. Everybody's done a Windows 11 installation at this point. We gotta spice it up a little bit. You know, we gotta keep the retro theme of this channel at least a little bit. So we're gonna be installing a bunch of... So we're gonna be installing a bunch of 98 era games on it and seeing if they work. Now, I think I've been pretty vocal in the past about the more modern versions of Windows. In fact, I always keep this sign around just to remind me, so I never forget. So from what I've seen, Windows 11, well, it doesn't look that different from Windows 10. Okay, well, it looks very different, but under the hood, it doesn't look that different. Alright, so enough blabbing, let's just get right into installing this thing. If you're wondering what the specs of the Cube are, they're on the screen. And, you know, not overly powerful, but should be more than enough to run these games. And hopefully Windows 11 just fine. Now basically everyone's done a Windows 11 installation at this point, so I'm not going to bother you too much with this, other than I did get it to actually work on real hardware. At least the setup. I haven't actually installed it, so I don't know if it actually works. We're going to find out. We're going to go with that Pro, because we are professionals, after all. And normally at this point it would already tell you if the system's not compatible. All I did was enable TPM and Secure Boot in the BIOS, and that seemed to work pretty good for me. And this should be the right stuff, because I have a hard drive in here that I don't want to format, which I believe is drive 0. So we gotta make sure we don't delete that. This is installing on an SSD, so should be pretty fast. I mean, yeah, this is basically just the Windows 10 setup, so there's nothing interesting here. So while this is installing, I guess I should kind of explain the rules here. We're installing only directly off of the actual disk. There's no patches, no source ports, no, you know, Steam versions, no GOG versions of the games. We're only installing the original, or close to the original versions of the games as we can. We're just seeing what the OS is capable of itself through its built-in backwards compatibility features. You know, because you can get a lot of these games to work just fine on Windows 10 with patches and stuff like that, but that's boring. We want to see what the OS is just capable of by itself natively. That said, this is pre-release software that was leaked, that was never meant to be used by the public, so anything is possible. It could be amazing. I doubt that. It's making noises. And, well, we're already in the setup. I don't want to say that's faster than the Windows 10 setup is natively, but kind of felt like it. Now, we are going to connect to the internet. From what I've seen, it does let you create an offline account while you're connected to the internet, which the most recent versions of Windows 10 actually won't let you do. Yeah, I hate that Microsoft keeps shoving Microsoft accounts down our throats. I don't know which is better. I'm just going to say personal use, I guess. Not that it really matters. I think it's under sign-in options, offline account. The Cube. Enter a password. No. I mean, they're still shoving it down our throats. But, you know, not going to need a password because I'm not leaving this on here. No, no, no. No, no. Bad, no. Checking for updates. Is the update server actually online for this? I can't imagine they actually are releasing updates for it yet. Because it's not actually, you know, finished. Hi. I don't know why, but this reminds me of the mist from like the PS2 menu. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Well, we're here. Oh, it's making noise. Will it actually find the drivers? I do have them installed on the... not installed, but on the hard drive. It doesn't look like the performance is terrible. The taskbar just disappeared. It's like... it's still visible, but it's like maximum transparency. That is bizarre. I never saw that in any of the screenshots. You know, I can't tell if this is just pre-release software or if this is just what the actual experience is going to be like, because knowing Microsoft, this is probably what the actual experience will be like. Well, it found the drivers. I guess I don't have to install them. Driver date 8/21/2020. That's new enough for 98 games, I guess. You know, I can't tell if the new start menu is worse or better than the Windows 10 one. You know, acceleration seems to be working fine, so I guess let's go ahead and start installing. Alright, so let's start off with the game I really don't expect to work, which is SimCity 2000. Please excuse the bad lighting. It's configured for the screen at the moment. Now, I think with the introduction of Windows 7 64-bit, Microsoft killed off the 16-bit subsystem from Windows. So you can only run 16-bit Windows apps on 32-bit versions of Windows. This is a 64-bit version of Windows because it's the only one that leaked. And honestly, I don't really expect there to be a 32-bit Windows release after Windows 10 anymore. It just doesn't seem like the thing Microsoft's really going to bother with anymore. But this is designed for Windows 95, so who knows? Let's try running the auto run. Oh, that's just a config. Whoops. Run maxis.exe. The program setup.exe is damaged or missing. Well, that's a fun start. Now, considering this game is old enough, and I don't think it uses file compression, we might be able to just, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We might just be able to copy the files out of the CD and just, like, run them from, like, the hard drive. I don't believe any of these files are compressed. I think the running it off the hard drive is potentially possible. It's not been properly registered with the system. Please reinstall the game. Oh. Maybe it does need the maybe it does need the installer. Well, we can go back to here and Windows 95. I guess we can. Let's try compatibility. Run in compatibility mode for Windows 95. They offer up to Windows 8, not Windows 10. That's interesting. Reduced color mode. We'll leave this as default. We will run as administrator though. Not looking good. Setup.exe. Let's try running this. Running compatibility mode for 95. Well, does the uninstall work? The uninstall works. But it looks like we can't run it because it needs to be installed to, like, you know, do the DRM kind of thing, you know. So that's... Honestly, this is the game I expected to not work. So I guess we'll move on to a different game. Let's try something else that may or may not work. Rayman. Now it says for Windows 3.1 through 98, which doesn't bode well for compatibility, considering 3.1 is 16-bit only. Run auto run. Ooh. This looks very incomplete. Install. Error. Config.exe. Not find. Alright. Good to know. This might be a game where we can also just copy the files out of the thing. AOL! No! I wanted to install AOL. Wait. I think it also has Internet Explorer 3 on here. Aww. Oh, but we can fix that. I love how I was like, yeah, we're gonna run games on it, and I immediately get distracted by AOL. I mean, we can't connect to the servers anymore, that's for sure. This is looking good. On the start menu, will it actually work? Unable to create a shortstop on the desktop, try again. They must have moved, I think they moved to the desktop folder, where it was. Oh, it worked. Did work. Is it in the start menu? It's in the recommended. I don't know if that's technically the same. Hey, let's see. Wow. Failed COM2. It's trying to connect. Wow. We got AOL 3.0 installed. There is no way this will work because this probably doesn't support non-dial-up connections because it's so old. That's cool. We installed AOL. But can we install Internet Explorer? Cannot be installed that has It thinks it has Internet Explorer 4 installed? Anyway, let's get back to what we actually came for. Start.exe. Config.exe. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect it to run off the CD anyways, but You'd think it would at least kind of like try to start, but yeah, I'm thinking it's another 16-bit app. Wait. This game works on OS 2? Ooh, now that's a new video idea. Can we play Rayman on OS 2? Who knew this game supported OS 2? Because it sure doesn't say that on the back of the case. Yeah, it literally just says Windows compatible. That's crazy. This program might not have run correctly. Let's try Quake 2. Now this one I'm expecting to have better results with. Play audio CD. Oh, that's right, Quake 2 doesn't have an auto run. Oh, look at that resolution. In case you're wondering, this is a 1980 by 1200 screen. Looks like it's going. It seemed to install correctly. Did it create a desktop, or not a desktop shortcut, a start menu shortcut? There's no Q. It doesn't seem to support 320 by 200 in full screen. I want to see how fast the software rendering is at 320 by 200. Map demo1.dm2. 949 FPS. We gotta see how fast we can get it. Screen size. Unavailable in this video mode. Oh! 1484 FPS! Can we play... Let's play the game like this. Let's turn the time demo off. Yes, the locator is updated, I know. It didn't. Wait, it didn't. I thought I set up the controls. Walk forward as a W, yes. Well, we can't move. That's reassuring. We can shoot. Oh, wait. Whoa, oh. We're kind of moving. I think it's very broken. Maybe the game is too fast. Don't worry, we'll try OpenGL in a bit. Hey, it works in software mode. I'm actually quite fond of Quake 2's software rendering. Alright, but does OpenGL work? Hey, look at that. It works. This is actually, like, surprisingly good. Good job, Microsoft. I can't believe I said that in this video. Now we gotta see what the performance is like now. 637.4 FPS. It's a bit lower than I was expecting, honestly, but... you know, you can't complain, really, when it's that fast. Let's try a more simple 2D game. This actually says it supports Windows NT on the CD. I mean, this is Windows NT, after all, so... should work just fine, right? Alright, so we ran into a bit of a problem with Dark Forces 2. The setup is a 16-bit app, so I'm going to try to extract, or just copy the files off the CD onto the hard drive and see if that works. Something tells me this might not be installing them all in the correct place, though, as it's probably something the setup does, so I guess we'll see. Alright, files are done copying over. Let's see. Well, that's an issue. Let's try compatibility. We got different characters now. Still a problem though. That's unfortunate. No. Yeah, launch the troubleshooter. Let's see if this thing fixes it. Let's test her. Nope. Yeah, yes, I would like to report the problem to Microsoft. Yes. Feedback hub. I don't want to sign in. That's lame. I'm surrendering on Dark Forces 2. Looks like we've lost the battle for this one. Now let's try another LucasArts game. Pod Racer. Yes. Let's go. Was unable to launch. Oh no. Does this have another 16-bit installer? Don't tell me. No. No. That's not possible. No, GNOME. GNOME? Like Linux GNOME? Or what? These look like, these don't look like the files for the game, really. GNOME. Ah. This might work, though. Please reinstall the program from the CD. Yeah, this game is really finicky about... I've had it actually happen on Windows 98 a lot, where it's like the installation is bad after like a couple plays, and then you have to like reinstall the entire game. It's really annoying. We can, I guess, try compatibility. So far, the compatibility stuff hasn't actually made it better. Let's try Windows 98, because this is more of a 98 game. Oh man. All right. Guess we're giving up on Pod Racer. That's depressing. Man, I was really hoping Pod Racer was going to work. I mean, yeah, this game has issues running even on like Windows 2000 and XP if you don't have like the right patch installed, so that's not like super surprising. All right, we're going to try Unreal Gold now. All right, Unreal Gold finished installing, so let's see. We haven't checked the start menu in a while. Did it make a shortcut? It did. Yeah, I wish we could run Glide. We'll try Direct 3D. Unreal starting for the first time. Yeah. Oh. Oh, hey! It's smoothed out. Maybe it's okay. Let's max her out. Great, now I can't read anything. I need that double font. There we go. 32-bit color. See where we're getting. Oh, looks like we have VSync on. I'm actually super impressed that it has widescreen support working properly, which I didn't even know Unreal Gold did. I thought that was like a patch thing. Let me adjust the controls so I can like try to play this actually.
Prisoners 8 over 9 escaping.
The mouse feels really weird for some reason. I wonder if I turn on direct input. I wonder if that fixes it. Could also be that the sensitivity is just too high. No, it still feels weird. It feels like mouse smoothing is on, even though it's disabled in the settings. But it's running at a locked 60. That's good. It's very disorienting how weird the mouse feels. It definitely does not feel like this normally on 98 when I play it. This works surprisingly well. I did not expect it to work this well, but yeah, you can just run Unreal Gold like perfectly on Windows 11. That's wild. Almost makes up for Pod Racer not working. Let's try another Unreal Engine game. Will Deus Ex work?
Oh yes, most certainly.
What? Quake 3 doesn't work? I didn't know Quake 3 used a 16-bit installer. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good.
Welcome to Quake 3 Arena. In combat, crash to win this arena. lead.
Let's try NFS High Stakes. And yes, I've never taken the Goodwill sticker off of this. We'll try Direct 3D. Let's hope that works. Oh, need administrator privileges. That didn't do anything. Compatibility. Let's try this. Not a good sign. I guess we'll try software. Yeah, it's not even running it in the background. Alright, well, looks like NFS High Stakes just doesn't work. That's sad. Fear not, for we have another racing game. And it looks like it's not running. Oh no. Hey, there we go. Just had to run it a second time. It's not displaying anything. Oh, nope, there we go. They really put all my favorite Hondas in one place. Oh, there's no sound? There's no engine sound. Wait, I think I can hear it? It's like really quiet though. Yeah, the physics in this game are kind of weird feeling, but... Whoa. Yeah, it's weird that there's no engine sound. It's kind of an odd bug. Oh. Yeah. It's very easy to overcorrect in this game. Everything feels very floaty. Weighty and floaty. Oh, now the engine sound comes in. Yay. Love that the sound just cuts off. Oh, the sound just doesn't, like, work at all now. What? This is bizarre. So the sound just works intermittently. That's odd. Yeah, the engine sound stopped working again. Oh, now it works. Yeah, so the sound is just oddly intermittent. At least we got one racing game to work today. And then finally, we got Half-Life. I've actually ran this on Windows 8 before, and it worked okay, so let's see if it works fine on Windows 11. Looks like it's working. I can't skip the videos though. Alright. Oh, it's I guess this is its definition of full screen.
Hello and welcome to the Black Mesa Hazard Course, where you will be trained.
Well, it works at least.
Hazardous environment suit.
What's that? Oh. I was curious what happens if you open the start menu. Apparently that happens. Oh, it crashed. Interesting.
Hello and welcome to the Black Mesa Hazard Course, where you will be trained in the use of the hazardous environment suit. I am your host. Let's begin by stepping into your suit. You can
At least it seems to be working fine.
If you conditions.
Alright, well, that seems to work well enough. Alright, so I guess that'll do it for our little Windows 11 adventure. So these were all the games that didn't work. SimCity 2000, Rayman, NFS High Stakes, Pod Racer, and Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. So that was about half the games that didn't work, but they were all due to 16-bit incompatibility, except for NFS. I think that had to do with like a weird DRM thing. surprisingly good. I was expecting more issues in terms of, like, the game's just having, like, weird bugs. There was the weird audio issue in Sega GT. And, you know, stuff like Half-Life, the menus kind of freaked out a little bit. But otherwise, most of the games worked relatively well. Very impressed by Unreal Gold. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.